Hey everyone, welcome back to more episodes of Dark Matter. We're on to episode 12 of season 2, so the penultimate episode. We saw at the end of the last one that 4 is probable looking now to return home and try and retake his throne of Ishida, is it? I think that's what it's called. I'm expecting that's where we're going. I'll be surprised if it isn't. So anyway, let's carry on. Episode 12. And this is going to be him back with his intact memories with the neural link, right?
You mean it dropped out of FTL?
No, General, it literally just appeared.
They jumped. It's over.
Sir, we didn't detect an FTL window.
Blink drive.
They're behind us.
That's impossible.
General, we can't take another hit.
We're being hailed.
This has got to be him.
Your ship is at my mercy. Surrender or die.
What did I just say?
You've just experienced firsthand the technology that will allow us to turn the tide. We will be able to travel to Pier in a blink of an eye.
Back.
I get what's rightfully mine.
Yes.
The throne to Zyron.
He's right with this.
You know the truth of the situation.
I mean, he's got a point. A lot of you must already know that he was framed for this, and that the person who is in charge, led from the, coat hooks of his mother, are losing this war, and you're all going to end up dead anyway because of his poor leadership skills. Wouldn't you rather have the rightful heir back in its place with the technology to win the war? I mean, it's a double whammy, surely.
They'll return to Zyron with a plausible tale. They'll claim they encountered a pure destroyer. That'll explain the battle damage.
And you're confident these men won't betray you? I wish you would have talked to me before you did it.
I couldn't take the risk.
What risk?
That you would tell the others and they would try to stop me.
The old me, the cop I used to be, knew the truth. Anders told me. I knew the GA let 10,000 innocent people die.
I know you, and I don't think you'd do something like that.
You know me now. You didn't know me then. Maybe just mean that everything I've been through since the mind wipe, everything we've all been through together, has made me a better person.
I'm presuming here, obviously with the conversation he just had with her, he still knows who she is. So when they retain their memories by using that procedure, it's not going back to the point where those memories were lost and forgetting everything since. It's a merging of all your original memories or your long-term memories with your short-term memory that you've had since you lost them and you've been on the ship. So it would indeed make you not entirely the original same person you was, but also not the person you'd become. It would be a chimera of both, wouldn't it?
The only way to save Zyron is by stepping down and letting me lead.
So what? You just gonna call him up?
No. To convince him, to prove my point, we'll need to meet. Face to face.
Proximity alert. Another ship dead ahead. Hold up!
Hiro, your ship has been crippled. You're at my mercy. Let's talk.
This is...
What is it? 4 Ishida cruisers just dropped out of FTL.
We've been set up.
Yes, you have.
Your claim to the throne died along with our father.
I
No.
didn't kill him. If I wanted to kill you, I would have opened fire on your crippled ship.
Then why are you here?
To offer you the means to defeating Pier and saving our home world. Raza, it's me. Show them.
See?
How? Where did it go?
Poofed.
Behind you, and it's locked onto your aft weapons array. Need further demonstration?
Traitor to our home world, murderer of your own father, and you let him go?
I will abdicate the throne.
You've taken precautions.
Yes,
Mother still holds influence over certain generals. I'll have a half-dozen ships in orbit, awaiting my instructions, ready to descend on Zyron should anyone try to stop us.
Or taking me back to Zyron.
It's funny about that, isn't it? How our ambush of his ship all of a sudden turns into a reverse ambush of ours. Almost like he'd been tipped off.
It's not unreasonable to assume
No,
that he
he'd
would have
been
been
tipped
traveling
off.
with an escort. We disagreed on how best to proceed. She wanted to kill you after we got out of stasis.
And you didn't?
No. I wanted to kill you before. I'm in a better position to help. My people, you, the rest of the crew.
And how are you gonna do that? Seriously. You go back and retake the throne, then what? You inherit a war.
Renault may have been unsuccessful, but unlike her, I have the time and Zyron's best minds to draw from.
No, what I mean is, this piece of technology is way too powerful to give to an army.
I'm picking up a planetary-wide broadcast from the Ishida Palace.
On screen.
Citizens of Zyron, we are under siege.
There we go.
Your exalted emperor, my son, was scheduled to address you today. He has been taken to a safe location for treatment.
Crap.
Leaving me to rule in his stead.
Oh, shit.
I have discovered that this was an attempted coup.
I'm picking up explosions on the orbiting Ishida cruisers.
Taking them out. Get out of here.
They knew about the broadcast and the rebel forces in orbit, and it's more than likely they'll know you're coming tonight.
Drago would never betray me.
How do you know that for sure?
A ruthlessness born of insecurity. But you hold a strength drawn from confidence and compassion.
He knows something about me, about my past. He just doesn't want to share. Obviously doesn't want to put himself in the position where I might ask him about it.
And you're not curious.
Curious? Hell yeah, man, I'm curious.
You've come a long way, android. From the factory set utility model we purchased back on Lyra 9.
I've discovered an emotive subroutine was uploaded into my neural matrix. I've concluded that 2 was responsible.
Portia, yes. With the help of Das, or 5.
That's very poetic.
Isn't it?
And ultimately unhelpful.
And bloody frustrating.
No,
Just tell me.
Literally within you. You possess internal recorders that documented your time on the ship before we went into stasis.
Oh.
I was rebooted?
Which wiped your immediate access to the digital data.
Oh.
It still exists, somewhere inside you. You just have to find it.
Oh, great, thanks.
Drago has arranged for me to gain access to the palace. One of the side entrances will be left unguarded, and once I'm inside, I'll meet with him. And then we'll free Hiro.
So that's your side door. You're in. I really want to see him cut her head off. Well, now you know it was a trap.
Welcome back, Rio.
But I do proclaim my innocence.
The court's case against you is overwhelming. The sworn testimonies of some 24 witnesses paint a very sorry picture of you on the night in question. Your genetic residue was discovered on the weapon.
I'm not surprised, since it once belonged to me.
If you did not kill your father, why did you flee? Why did you maim and kill the guards sent to arrest you?
A message for our exalted Empress. I saw the truth.
And what was the truth?
She killed him! She cut his throat. Now, I am finally worthy of my father's respect.
Oh, okay. No. Oh, that was pretty cool.
Take him away! Take him away to await our verdict!
You could ask Hiro.
The Emperor's recovering from an attempt on his life.
Convenient. Wow, you lot just blindly follow orders, don't you?
Heard his account, or are you simply taking my stepmother's word for it? And my father caught us, sent us to bed without supper.
And then when it got dark, after everyone was asleep, we went down to the kitchen and found that bowl of pudding. Delicious. And I trusted you and also took a bite. Back then, I didn't believe you because you were persuasive. I believed you because I was in love with you.
You have been found guilty.
Exile,
Wow, what a surprise.
imprisonment, or death.
Hold off on that a minute. Oh shit, where the fuck did that come from? Oh, bloody hell.
As we knew they would.
Oh, you've just fucked everything up, you bellend.
As predicted.
I
I'll
got it.
admit, initially I was dubious about the Seer's claims.
This is the way we're getting all
But
your
they've
bloody
proven
intel from.
themselves formidable allies.
And what do they get in return?
Yeah,
My brother would never take his own life.
I'm afraid he did. That's with no choice.
He cut his throat with this knife.
And you know who that belongs to.
Do you recognize it?
Is this all of them?
The entire crew, except the girl. But she's of little consequence.
How dare you enter this chamber unannounced?
Apologies, but a ship just appeared over the palace.
What do you mean, appeared?
Screen!
This is the Raza. Surrender your prisoners or I will open fire on your capital. Normally I wouldn't, but I'm under specific orders from the ship's commander. Orders that override my responsibilities to the crew.
She ain't bluffing, mate. Come on, get him. Wow, it's just like Assassin's Creed.
Hi, Your Majesty. My name is Five.
Shit. Come on, Five, come on.
Emperor! Arrest the Empress and her allies.
I'm feeling better.
They're to be charged with treason. Release the prisoners. I place the Empress under arrest for the murder of my father.
Finally comes
Emperor
her.
Ishida Tetsuda. I renounce the throne and step down in favor of Zyron's rightful ruler.
So, Seer.
What happens now?
Predict the future.
Yeah.
Tell me what happens next.
You will appoint your brother to the court as chief advisor.
You guessed wrong.
Yeah, I know what's coming in. Oh my god. Thank you. Why on earth did I? Oh! What the fuck?
I am Ishida Leo, Emperor of Zyron.
Shit. Okay, I'm sorry about that. For some weird reason, the end of the episode just stuck. I tried it 3 or 4 times. That was the best version I could get to not have it stick. It's on a streaming service, so it's not down to me. Internet's working perfectly fine. It must just be something to do with their servers tonight or something. I've no idea. But we got the gist. Okay, so... You know when we said, was it a good idea for him to have his memories back? Well, it was, to a point. But now he has just executed the lot of them. I mean, I agree with him killing that lot, and I agree with him killing that bitch. But his brother? So the ruthlessness of his father is like father, like son. It's back. Now then, what the hell do we do from here? Is that going to be him go out of this? Is he going to let them all go? Is he going to hold them here? I don't know what the hell's going to happen. I mean, I knew this was going to be a pivotal episode in regards what happened with him. I was kind of half expecting possibly getting towards the end of the season that they may have had him killed off, but I was hoping they didn't, but they haven't. But now they've gone down this route, which is perfectly plausible with what's happened and the fact that he is now the man he originally was. And because of all of that he's gone through and where he's been and what he's had done to him is all a direct result of being framed by her, the Empress, and by his brother being a spineless twat and going along with it until he literally had enough backing, firepower and technology to force the issue back. And he used, in effect, because he knew it would happen, when I think he knew at some point, because he was prepared to go down there with only the generals on his side at this point, which seemed kind of suicidal, that was just going to end up happening. They was going to find the general dead. I think he foresaw that once the rest of the crew were going to see he was caught, he was going to be sentenced, he was going to be executed, that they would step in, they would jump in and save him and try and get him out of here, and he's used that to his advantage. I think that's what's actually happened. God damn, that was a great episode though, and I'm really, really glad she's dead. But the brother, well, I guess we'll find out what happens in the next episode, won't we? Which happens to be the season finale. I'm surprised that they didn't make that the finale, to be honest, and leave it right there. But we kind of need to know what's going to happen directly after that point, and what's going to happen to our crew and the Raza, and whether he's going to stay. I mean, he has to stay, really. Now, he's now the Emperor. And he's killed everyone else in the room apart from the Raza crew. There's a couple of scenarios I can think of where they may go with this, but I'm going to hold off. And we'll find out in the season finale, which will be next week. So if you do want to watch this in full length, just check the link in the description. As always, you can go and watch it over on Patreon. And if you enjoyed the video, guys, by all means, please give it a thumbs up. Hit the sub if you haven't already. I will see you for episode 13 next week. Take care.